Good evening. We will call the Common Council back to order. I'll ask the clerk to call the roll to determine a quorum.
Alderperson Weigel.
Here.
Barzak.
Here.
Chaplesky.
Here.
Lysick.
Here.
May.
Here.
Probst.
Here.
Franke. Here. Rote.
Here.
Sengstack.
Here.
Vitale.
Here.
10 present, unexcused.
We have a quorum. Before we go into the agenda, I just want to make a quick announcement. In case you're watching a rebroadcast, today is March 5th. A snow emergency has been issued for West Allis. It will go into effect at 10 o'clock tonight. Again, that's March 5th. The snow emergency will be in effect until 12 p.m. on March 6th. Citizens are being advised to park on the odd side of the street during the emergency, and there will be more information on procedures on the city website.
Mayor Devine?
Yes.
Is that a change in policy? Because during a snow emergency, if I'm not mistaken, I thought you needed to park on the right-hand side during a snow emergency.
I believe you stay on the side that the emergency was called. The day that the emergency was called.
Last week, Wednesday, when we had our snow emergency that started at midnight,
It was
cars
called
were
at
supposed...
5 to 12.
Well, okay, at 5 to 12.
Yeah.
So that's because it was called at 5 to 12? That's why they had
That's
to
why it was
move this to the other side?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I think we have some angry citizens about that.
So again,
All right.
odd side of the street. It's from the police department. They wouldn't do me wrong. Or if they would, they'll hopefully tell me before the meeting ends. Okay. We will start with our Administration and Finance Committee.
Mayor Devine.
Alderman Sengstack.
There's going to be change.
Mayor Devine, moving beyond the snow emergency matters, I call the council's attention to items 12 through 17, position of all 5 members of the committee, either to adopt or approve, place on file. With that, Mayor Devine, move in accordance with the committee's recommendation.
Mayor Devine.
Alderman May.
Just real quick, item number 14, I believe, was a 4-1.
I apologize for that, Alderman May. You are correct. Mayor Devine, then I will remove item 14.
Okay.
Second.
There's a second by Alderman Barzak. Any discussion? If there's none, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderperson Weigel.
Aye.
Barzak.
Aye.
Chaplesky.
Aye.
Lysick.
Aye.
May.
Aye.
Probst. Franke.
Aye.
Rote.
Aye.
Sengstack.
Aye.
Vitale.
Aye.
10 in favor, none opposed.
Motion carries.
Mayor Devine, item 14 is a communication from our city administrative officer requesting $1,000 contribution to the Public Policy Forum regarding its 100th anniversary celebration. 4 members in the committee moved approval, Alderman May being the dissenting vote. With that, Mayor Devine, I so move.
Second.
We have a motion with a second by Alderman Vitale. Is there any discussion? Seeing none.
Mayor Devine.
Alderman Reinke, you have a
Chair, could you please tell us where that money is going? What is it being spent for?
Yeah.
I don't exactly know too much about.
Public Policy Forum, this is $1,000 for 2 members of our city and going to the celebration, including a luncheon, I believe, or a dinner. It's basically promotion, public relations, something not necessarily unusual for members of staff to attend. Celebration.
Mr. Chair, if I could maybe elaborate a little bit. The Public Policy Forum is does all kinds of studies on school districts, on consolidating services. I mean, they really are a perfect definition of their name. They're a forum that studies public policy. They have employees, and, you know, they do things for the ICC, they do things for county government, I believe they even do things for state government. And they were, from what I understand, the description I received was they were seeking sponsorships for an event they're putting on for their 100th anniversary.
So it just isn't for luncheons?
Well, part of the sponsorship does include, one of the incentives with it is 2 tickets to the, I believe it's a luncheon or an event? A gala event. And, but then it'll also be mentioned in all their publications and their materials regarding that event too. I don't know if
So,
Mr. Zeeler wants to settle with my description, or if you have anything to add? Okay.
thank you,
Okay.
thank you.
Any other questions?
Mayor Devine,
Alderman May?
just real quick, and I don't want to be too verbose. The only reason I'm voting against it is I just didn't see where the benefit was in terms of advertising for the city. I didn't see us getting a lot back by doing this, so I imagine it'll pass the council, but I plan on voting no, so thank you.
Thank you. Is
Mayor
Alderman
Devine,
Reinke?
we've received many, many communications from this body, and it's been very helpful as far as I'm concerned. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Any other discussion? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderperson Weigel.
Aye.
Barzak.
Aye.
Chapletsky.
Aye.
Lysick.
Aye.
May.
No.
Probst. Ranky.
Aye.
Rote.
No.
Sangstack.
Aye.
Vitale.
Aye.
8 in favor, 2 opposed.
Motion carries.
That is all, Mayor Devine.
Thank you. Next, we will have our Public Works Committee.
Mayor Devine.
Alderman Barzak. You're all good.
I'd like to bring to your attention items number 18 through 24 on tonight's agenda. 18 through 22 are all resolutions that have been moved to be adopted, and 23 and 24 communications to be placed on file. All have been approved by all 5 members of the committee, and I move for adoption of the committee's report.
Second.
There's a motion with a second by Alderman Reinke. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderperson Weigel.
Aye.
Barzak.
Aye.
Chapletsky.
Aye.
Lysick.
Aye.
May.
Aye.
Probst. Ranky.
Aye.
Rote.
Aye.
Sangstack.
Aye.
Vitale.
Aye.
10 in favor, none opposed.
Motion carries.
That is all, Mr. Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll move on to the Safety and Development Committee. Alderman Lysick.
I refer you to items 25 through 29 and 31 through 37 on your agenda. Various communications, resolutions, and ordinances, all acted upon favorably by all 5 members of the committee. I move for adoption of the committee report.
Second.
There's a motion with a second by Alderman Vitale. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderperson Weigel.
Aye.
Barzak.
Aye.
Chapletsky.
Aye.
Lysick.
Aye.
May.
Aye.
Probst. Ranky.
Aye.
Rote.
Aye.
Sangstack. Vitale.
Aye.
10 in favor, none opposed.
Motion carries.
That's all, Mayor Devine.
Thank you. License and Health Committee, Alderman Chapletsky.
Mayor Devine. I'd like to bring everyone's attention to items number 11, 40 through 44, 52 through 54 on tonight's agenda. These are various license, communications, reports, voted by all 5 members to either approve to place on file, or approval subject to necessary requirements. I'd like to move for the adoption of the committee's reports.
Second.
There is a motion with a second by Alderman May. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. We'll wrap up with the Advisory Committee. Alderman
Mayor
Reinke.
Devine. I direct the council's attention to items number 56 through number 58 on tonight's agenda. 56 is a resolution, 57 is a communication, 58 is a reappointment, and all were approved by the committee. And I move in accordance with the committee's recommendation. Mayor Devine.
Second.
There is a motion with a second by Alderman Barzak. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderperson Weigel.
Aye.
Barzak.
Aye.
Chapletsky. Lysick.
Aye.
Me.
Aye.
Probst. Ranky.
Aye.
Rote.
Aye.
Singstak. Vitale.
Aye.
10 in favor, none opposed.
Motion carries.
That is all, Mayor Devine.
Thank you very much. Are there any other matters relating to the affairs and government of the city which may be properly brought before the common council this evening?
Mayor Devine.
I'm sorry, Alderman Weigel?
I just had a question. We have an April election coming. I'm wondering if we're considering moving the council meeting for that date, or will that not be an issue?
Has not been discussed yet.
No, I
School
don't
board
think there's a need
unopposed.
for it.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's not much on the.
Just curious.
Good.
probably won't be very intrusive. It's a smaller election. Okay, Alderman Lysick.
I move that the council stand in adjournment until Tuesday, March 19th at 7 p.m.
Second.
There's a motion with a second by Alderman Singstak. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned.